URC round number 4, folks. Bulls away to the Ospreys. Bonus point win, 29 points to 19. But a weird game in that they get the flurry of the points at the start and then multiple cards in the second half. They end up with 3, a red and 2 yellows. And somehow the Ospreys, despite the multiple kind of man advantages, still had to really work hard for those tries. So I feel like the Ospreys, with the amount of time they had, extra players on the field, should have at least got something. 4-try bonus point or losing bonus point out of this one. But they come away with not a lot. Well, nothing. So, yeah, they'll be kind of bitterly disappointed with the way they started the game and their inability to punish with the kind of man advantage. Bulls kicking game certainly gave them some issues. But we'll go through the key events and the stats. You guys can let us know your thoughts. I was kind of debating whether to watch this one or whether to watch Connacht against Ulster, but I figured I'd watched Leinster and Munster already, so I would switch up the all-Irish thing for a South African and Welsh game. And I thought the Ospreys actually looked pretty sharp for the first kind of couple of minutes. Then they dropped the ball and the Bulls absolutely pounced. De Klerk, Moody, and then Elric Lowe next phase, powers over for the first try. It's literally 3 minutes on the board. So, yeah, for all that looking sharp, if you drop the ball, the Bulls can punish. And then the first scrum directly led to a Bulls penalty. And I actually wrote the note, this could be ominous, and it was. The Bulls absolutely bossed scrum time in this one. And that scrum, bossing the Ospreys guys around, led directly to territory, which led to a chance for Kane and Moody to have a big line break. Wide ball to Curtly Aronsa, who got his first of 2 tries. That kind of comes back to basically the scrum directly, so 12 points to 0. It's a quick fire double when a line-out move sees Ambrose Papia see a massive gap in front of him. He just puts the hammer down, goes over from a try. That one's really soft from the Ospreys. 19-0, but good hits-up play from Ambrose Papia. They keep calling him Papier, but I'm pretty sure it's just Papia. And they keep calling them Bulls instead of the Bulls. Also found that a bit odd. But, 19 points to 0. And then by 22 minutes, bonus point try, Curtly Aronsa. First kick from the Bulls. The Ospreys guys can't handle it. They end up fumbling it. Bulls get the ball back, put the second kick through. Now that the back 3 is disrupted. Curtly Aronsa, all kinds of space. Try assist from LaRue, 26-0. Now, you'll notice the Bulls only got 29 points, so that's kind of concerning. For the rest of the game, they don't really score any points, but boy, did they get some cards. And to be fair, at that time of the game, it had not been going that well for the Ospreys because they'd lost Bota to injury, they'd lost Kieran Williams to injury. But then despite that, first chance down the Bulls' end, they actually managed to score from at Dewey Lake with the maul try. It's kind of like one chance, one try from the Ospreys. They'd basically played all the rugby prior to that down their own half. So 26 points to 5. Legit could have been worse, but they took that one chance. No more scoring for the first half, but the Bulls scrum continued to be big. They continued to be big at the breakdown, and Marcel Coetzee even had a try TMO'd kind of before halftime for knocking it on just short. But I mean, halftime stats, Bulls 55% possession, 60% territory, 5 clean breaks to zip, and 8 defenders beaten to 1, 270 metres to 87. Very rarely do teams get limited to fewer than 100 metres and a half of rugby, especially at home. So it's been all Bulls. But second half, Bulls a little bit sloppy on their kicking, not quite as accurate as the first half. Kicked at it a couple of times. I mean, their scrum was still able to just push the Ospreys guys off the ball, so they were able to get it back. But then David Creel on 53 minutes gets himself red carded for basically a big leading fend on the throat of Dan Edwards. That's a red card. And I don't think he'll have too many complaints about it. It's one of the more aggressive kind of forearm fends that I've seen in recent times. So he gets red carded, and then the TMO comes back into action a couple of minutes later when Elric Lowe is attempting an intercept. It's one-handed, he doesn't catch it. Ref, I think, initially thought it was a good attempt, but upon a second look, decides that he's in trouble. So Yellow card means 15 v 13. Here's the chance for the Ospreys guys to get themselves something out of this game. But despite that fact, the Bulls, the Shaqueni, the replacement prop, immediately wins a penalty at the breakdown. It takes from the Ospreys a kind of Jack Morgan proper kind of moment of brilliance to exploit the two-man advantage. Jack Morgan with a half break, big fend, beats a couple of defenders. They get it to Morgan Williams, and then Conby is able to finish it off. So it took some magic from Jack Morgan, but it is 26 points to 12. Bulls, despite the fact they're under 13, still manage a scrum penalty during that two-man disadvantage, but when they opt for a 3, Porter Chamberlain's kick goes a mile wide. So the fact they only conceded 7 during the yellow card, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, you think you're supposed to concede on average, I think, around about 7 when it's 15 against 14, let alone 15 against 13. More Ospreys attack as they've got the man advantage. Hanekom comes on from the bench, wins a penalty at the breakdown. He was, he was immense. And then Shaqueni on 70 minutes, despite winning that good penalty at the breakdown earlier on in the game, he gives away a yellow card when he head-on-head kind of contact with Phillips in the tackle. So back to 15 on 13. And, oh man, the Ospreys, it must be hard being an Ospreys fan when you see some of the stuff they did during this 15 on 13 period. Like, they're chucking the ball around at one point. Morgan Morris not ready for it. It either hits him in the head or like an upper chest area. And then the guy threw it into him. I think it was Edwards, catches it in an offside position. So soft penalty to concede. Bulls go on the other end, get 3 points with a penalty. First point since like the 20-odd minutes when they got that try, the bonus point try. But the two-man disadvantage and they're scoring 3 points. They shouldn't be scoring any, really. Then the scrums go uncontested, which takes bloody ages to sort out. Because it's a discipline issue, which has caused the uncontested scrums, they have to substitute another guy, so it goes 12 against 15. And I don't want to distract my kids who are having their breakfast, but I'm screaming at the bloody TV just to shift the ball wide. There's so much space. The Ospreys keep it tight. Eventually, Morgan Morris is able to burrow over. Apparently it was his 100th cap, so big congratulations to him. But man, did they make hard work of 15 against 12. Anyway, chance for a bonus point, 4 tries, and chance for a losing bonus point at 29-19. But they can't get it done. Hanekom finishes the game with another 1 penalty at the breakdown, so good effort from him from the bench. Ospreys come away the game for them, sadly, with nothing. Possession of territory kind of evens out, 51-49 to the Ospreys at full time. Territory 54-46 to the Bulls. Clean breaks 5-1, so the Bulls didn't manage any in that second half, and the Ospreys managed 1. So, given how many extra players they had on the field, as I said, that's kind of disappointing. Turnovers 1, 5-3 to the Bulls. Penalty count finishes pretty even, 11-9. Not too bad for the Ospreys, conceding only 2 more, considering that the scrum was under the pump. Individuals, Elric Lowe, 70 metres, 3 defenders beaten. Good game despite his yellow card. LaRue gets man of the match. Pushes the ball around with the boot. I mean, the kicks from hand finishes 37-27 for the Bulls, having the extra 10, so able to kind of control the territory. Jack Morgan beats 5 defenders. Morgan Morris makes 12 tackles. Tipperick wins a turnover. Hanekom wins turnovers as well. Kurtley Arons at 54 metres, but yeah, bonus point away win for the Bulls, who are traditionally not the best road team, so they'll certainly take that, even if there was a long stint between scores. They're away to the Scarlets next, so their Welsh tour continues, and the Ospreys are away to Ulster. You guys let us know your thoughts on the game. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're looking forward to some more URC chats, be happy to have you guys along. So hit subscribe, like the videos and all that jazz. But yeah, you guys take care. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Talk to you guys again soon.